What's up everyone, welcome to Wingnuts RC. On today's video, we're going to go over some shock tips on the FMS LC80. These shocks are awesome, so you don't want to miss this. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. I'm trying to get that number kicked up so I can actually make some money off of these videos so that I can get paid to teach you guys about RC cars. So click that subscribe button, click that like button, share the video, comment. I want to hear your guys' comments. Check out some of my videos, give me some tips, let me know what you want to see. I want to make you guys happy, so please comment and let me know what kind of videos you want to see. If you saw any of my builds and you want to see them more in depth, or if you want to see me maybe take one of my vintage cars and throw some new electronics in it, anything like that, please, I want to hear your feedback on my channel, so please comment down below, anything. And without further ado, we're going to get torn into this thing because I can't wait to teach you about these. Okay, so before I get started, I want to point out that in the manual on page 29, there's a full diagram of the shocks. It also has the part number there, so if you want to order a set of these are awesome shocks, and I would definitely recommend them for any mini crawler that you're working on. But there's the part number, it's C2273. So go on the FMS website, click the link on my channel, and go check them out. You can buy them separately. But yeah, there's a full diagram. It's just your average shock, so it's very easy to work on. So we're going to go ahead and get this body torn off first. And what we're going to need to do this is you're going to need a 1.5 millimeter driver, a small Phillips screwdriver, and a straight blade screwdriver, small one. Now, I would recommend, they do use 2 Phillips screws here. I would definitely recommend replacing them with a 1.5 millimeter. That way you don't have any Phillips. I hate Phillips screws on RC cars. Now, you're going to have to use a little bit of pressure because I noticed that the screwdriver was slipping whenever I took this body off last night to work on the shocks. I did the rear ones last night, and basically the problem that I was having is my rear shocks were sticking in the compressed position. And after tearing into it, I found that it was a little bit low on shock oil. So I'm going to go over that whenever I tear the front ones off here. Now, the front ones I haven't had any issues with, but just for video purposes and making sure there's not a problem there, we're going to go ahead and check them out. Then on the back here, there's 2 1.5 drivers, one on each side, right beside the bumper mount. And now, I've been running this thing very hard. I get over an hour out of each battery, and I think I've charged it like 3 times now. And, I've not been taking it easy on it. There is going to be some more video coverage to come, but I love this thing. It's so powerful out there on the trail, and, the crawling abilities, it's definitely by far the best mini crawler that I have. And I have the axials, I have the Traxxas, and this thing is just, it's on a whole nother level right out of the box. So there you can see all the lighting in there. Check that out, how nice they have the wires ran. Nice plugs, everything's real nice and neat. There you can see it's got the V2 servo for the 2-speed. Nice transmission, very well built. There's the motor, it's a 180 turn. This is a real solid chassis, and I love the way they have it laid out. Everything's laid out perfect. The battery's up front here to give you that front weight. It's got the V5 ESC in there. And that thing's awesome in itself. In a future video, I'm going to go over how to adjust the drag brake and all that. It's a super cool setup that they have in there. So we'll get the front shocks torn off here. Real simple. You take the top one out, it's a 1.5 millimeter. And then you're going to take your straight screwdriver and put that right between the link and the shock, and just pop that off of there. Trying to do it without breaking anything here. And these ones are on there. There we go. So there you have it. Now take a look at this. This, at first glance, you might miss a lot, but this is aluminum. This part right here, that's aluminum. It's a really nice spring on there, and it's actually two different weight springs. The front ones are a little bit stiffer than the rear. So we'll take this retainer off of there. Take the spring off. Now check that out. This is a fully aluminum shock body. It comes apart there. It has your adjuster. That's aluminum as well. So you can actually adjust your shock, the compression on it, like the, see, these ones are actually very good. There's not an issue with that, but we're going to take it apart anyway just to show you how easy it is. But yeah, that's what you want to see on a oil-filled shock. How it pushes back a little bit, and it should actually pull in a little bit. Yep, right there. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to take the cap off of this, and I'm going to show you how to top them off with oil. But yeah, an adjustable aluminum adjuster on there, you know, these are awesome quality shocks. You know, they finally went with dampened shocks, and they went above and beyond with them. You know, this is the best RTR mini shock on any RTR mini crawler on the market right now. So real easy. You just unscrew that, and you're gonna have your little rubber bladder on there. Now there, you can see this one's pretty full. It could use a little bit, so we're gonna top it off. But the other ones, the valve was actually coming up out of the oil, so it was sucking air. There you can see it, it's just right at the limit there, where it gets a little bit of air bubbles. And that causes it, once you get that air bubble in it, it'll cause the shock to not return, and it'll actually keep it stuck there. So the stuff I'm using, it's just a Lowe's 30 weight that I had laying around. You know, I'm not saying to use a 30 weight or Lowe's, but it's just what I have. I got it at my local hobby shop. It was $7.99 for a whole bottle, and I've used this on so many shocks. You know, I've had this for months now, and you know, pretty much every single RTR that I have, I've had to top off the shock oil. Now, this one here actually is the best. I got a couple SCX 10.3s from Axial, and all of them came needing shock oil, and it leaked out. My Traxxas, they leaked out. So it's very common to have, you know, issues with the oil whenever you first get them. But these guys, you know, the front one here, you saw when I took that apart, it was pretty full, and I didn't see any signs of the oil leaking, which is a very good thing. I think it just, in manufacturing, it probably had some air bubbles in there, and they worked themselves out, and then you had that void in there that was affecting it. So we're gonna go ahead and put the bladder back on there. And then put your cap back on. Now it will ooze out a little bit. What I like to do is I just get the threads started so that it's not sealed, but that the threads are started on there. And then I'll compress this, and that will push out any air bubbles, and you will get some oil coming out. A little slight bit came out there. So then you go ahead and you tighten that down while holding that in. Tighten that up, and you just take a rag and then there you have it. See how it pushes back now? So we'll go ahead and take that back off just to give you guys another look inside and just check for air bubbles. You see no air bubbles in there. Alright, so we'll go ahead and get this put all back together here, in case you missed it on the first go around. Now that time I didn't worry about keeping that compressed, and see how it's pushing back, but it's not pulling back. So I'll go ahead and do it the first way. I just wanted to do that to show you guys the difference. And there you saw a little bit more oil squeeze out, which is a good thing. That means it is right where we want it. All right, now. Yeah, that's about where I like them for a crawler anyway. So we go ahead and we're gonna get the spring put back on there. Clean that extra oil off of there. And there you have it. Now see the adjuster there. Where I've found that this one works pretty good is just a slight bit of tension on them. Right about like that. That seems to be the sweet spot. And then to put these back on, you just pop that right over the ball there. Easy as that. Take your 1.5 driver. Snug that up. Look how nice that is. Now I'm going to go ahead and check the other one. While I have the body off, I'll check this one just because that's the only one I haven't done yet. And I'll do that off camera. But now you guys know how to do it. As far as these shocks go, I mean, that's the only issue that I had, was that the back two needed a little bit of oil in them. Other than that, these are awesome shocks, and, you know, great job, FMS. Anyway, thanks for watching. This is Wingnut from Wingnuts RC. If you're not subscribed already, please subscribe. All right, so there you have it. That's how you maintenance your shocks on the FMS LC80 Land Cruiser. I absolutely love this thing. And just to show you guys, like, this is the Smasher. I love this thing. You know, I've been beating the crap out of it, and it's taken every bit of it. But there's the old shocks, no dampening. And here's the new shocks. So if you had one of these and you were disappointed with the shocks, go get yourself one of these. I promise you, you won't be disappointed. The FMS LC80. I love this thing. This thing's so cool. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Please comment down below. I want to hear what you guys think. And share, like, subscribe, hit the bell, you know, all that good stuff. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace.